Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope everyone's well. Another week of Premier League football is behind us, and what a game week it actually was. Some very unexpected results, some great games as well. I had the chance to watch a lot of these games, and none of them really disappointed me. This Leeds Chelsea game was very surprising and amazing at the same time. Newcastle, Man City as well. Newcastle, we're gonna talk later about them. They played some very entertaining attacking football, and the derby Manchester United Liverpool was very entertaining as always. So a great weekend of football, but FPL wise, it wasn't really great, at least not for my team. So this week my team got only 43 points, so a disappointing game week for me and for a lot of other people from what I saw. So only couple of players got returns this week, so the Arsenal players, like in every other game week, it feels like they got some returns. Not many points, but at least they got some. Haaland, he also got a goal this week, could have had two more easily, but he only ended up on one. And Salah, my captain, he got a goal and some clean sheet points. So that's pretty much it. The rest of the team didn't really perform. Nico Williams, he was very close to a clean sheet. They conceded a goal, but that goal was in the 90th minute, so he was minutes away from a clean sheet and possibly a couple of bonus points, so that was very unlucky. On my bench, however, Pereira, of course, he got an assist, or was it a goal? No, it was an assist. Bailey, he also got an assist, but I'm finished with him. I don't really care what he gets. He is out of my team, or he will be at the start of game week 4. So I was considering whether I should put Nico Williams or Andreas Pereira in my team. At the beginning I had Pereira, but at the end I decided to go for Nico because I felt that Everton don't have a good striker at the moment, in my opinion, so I don't see them scoring a lot of goals, so I thought that Forest clean sheet is more, there is a higher possibility of that than Pereira getting a return, so that's why I chose Nico. It was a 50-50 decision, but unfortunately it went wrong. So let's focus on game week 4 now. I have two transfers. Last week I didn't make one, so I have a lot of options. Let me just quickly take a look at my watch list and what players we got in here. Let's start from down. Let's see. Darwin Núñez, I put him after game week 1 in my watch list, but obviously he got a red card, so I'm sure at some point he will be a great option. For now I will remove him. Huang is another player that I thought could be a good choice because he was playing as Wolves striker at one point, but since then they bought another player who plays at the same position, and Raúl Jiménez actually is back from injury very earlier than I originally thought, so he's not an option anymore. For me, he goes out of the watch list, and the rest of the players are players that I still think are very good, and I'm sure one of these players will be in my team next week. The question is which one. So the Brighton players, Welbeck and Pascal Gross, I'm a huge fan of those two. They have great fixtures, Brighton look great as a team, and I will certainly get one of them. Now, the Leeds, they had an amazing game against Chelsea. They scored 3 goals, they looked amazing, but when it comes to Rodrigo, I feel as though I kinda missed the train on him. I think it's too late, at least for me, to get him at this point. He had 3 great game weeks, and last game week, if I had two transfers available, I could have possibly got him in for game week 3, but now I feel it's too late, so I am gonna take a risk. I am not gonna get him for now, and I will hope that his returns. I will hope that he becomes more quiet in the upcoming game weeks and doesn't get huge holes. Maybe he gets an assist or something like that, but not more than that. Said Benrahma, I thought he could also be a possible player to get in at the price of 6 million, but I watched a little bit of the West Ham game and they just don't look that great at the moment. Antonio is definitely out of form, and when you have white players, you want the striker to be in form, scoring goals, because he's the player that the white players will assist to. So I can remove him from the watch list for now as well. Now let me just quickly add a couple of players from game week 3 that impressed me and I will consider for the future. So first we go to Spurs, and I will add Perisic to the watch list. This is the first game he started. He got an assist and a clean sheet. However, with the schedule being so tight in the upcoming weeks, they basically all the teams play 2 games a week, so I don't think he will start in every game. He will most likely play this game, then miss this one, start this one as well, and such. So I won't pick him in my team for this week, but I will keep an eye and see if possibly he starts the Premier League games and doesn't the Champions League games and things like that. Fulham Brentford was another entertaining game, and where is the game? Just one second. The 2 strikers from that game were amazing. Mitrovic and Tony as well. Mitrovic, he had 7 shots in the box and 4 big chances, so another amazing game from him, as game week 1 was also. So I think I was correct when I said that when it comes to Mitrovic, I believe he will be a player that scores a lot of goals and looks great when they play at home, but possibly not so much away from home. So they have 2 hard away games coming up, and that's the reason why I'm not considering him. Tony, however, their fixtures are a lot easier, and in the last game he had 2 big chances, and he had 2 shots in the box, and he also created a couple of chances as well, so he looks like a great pick. The problem I have is that the way my team is set up at the moment, I really can't get him in. This is the spot I would have to put him in, but in order for me to do that, I would have to downgrade, I don't know, either Haaland or Salah. So unfortunately, until I wildcard in game week 8 or 9, I really can't get him in. but I will add him in my watch list and keep an eye on him, see how he plays in the upcoming game weeks. Another player from Brentford that I noticed is Jensen. He's very cheap. He created 2 chances in the last game. He is on set pieces, but unfortunately he gets subbed off every game, so he is a rotation risk, unfortunately, but he's a player worth keeping an eye on, that's for sure. Maybe not get him, maybe I won't get him in my team, but I will see how he plays as in the future game weeks. Now, Aston Villa, I noticed that their defense doesn't look very good. It's very weak actually. So I think they are a team I will be looking at to target for captaincy. So if I look at their fixtures, game week 5 they play Arsenal away. So I believe that's a great game to possibly captain Gabriel Jesus in. I will definitely keep an eye on that. Game week 6 also, Haaland, another captain option. I think they look horrible at the moment, and I think these teams will score a lot of goals against them. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. Arsenal again, they looked amazing. Gabriel Jesus, he created 2 chances. One of them was a big chance. He also had a disallowed goal. Martinelli, another goal and 3 shots in the box. Another great game from him as well. Martin Odegaard, I believe that's his name, let me check. Odegaard, yes, he scored 2 goals, he's on free kicks, could potentially become an option as well. And one more, or actually a couple of more players that impressed me. Wilfred Zaha, he had an amazing game. He looks very dangerous, he dribbles past players, he scored 2 goals, he also created 3 chances, so he could get a couple of assists possibly as well. So I will add him to my watch list also. He plays Man City away this week, but after that he has some very favorable fixtures coming up, so another great option. And lastly, the last team that I wanna keep an eye on is Newcastle. They played amazing against City. Couple of players impressed. Kieran Trippier was one of them. Callum Wilson another. He might have an injury. This is a new information. I'll have to see what happens with this, but he also impressed in the game. He scored a goal, and the other player obviously was Alan Maximin. That's a very hard name. Wow, what a game he played. He actually made Walker look like a League 3 or League 2 player. He absolutely destroyed him. He got 3 assists, and pretty much all the dangerous attacks from Newcastle started from him. So an amazing player at the price of 6.4, sorry. Now the one thing that I don't like about him is the fact that he plays 2 away games, and both of them are actually at teams that should on paper be great defensively, especially Wolves. I'm not so sure about Liverpool at the moment, but I expect them to change the way they play and possibly some of the players and start getting some clean sheets as well. So this is the only reason why I probably won't pick him in this game week, but after that, from game week 6, almost surely he will be the first player I consider bringing in, at least until I wildcard. So those are all the players from this game week that impressed me. I added all of them to my watch list, so there are quite a few players here. Now it's time to make or to talk about my 2 or possibly 3 transfers this game week. The first 2 players that I will straight up transfer out, one of them is Bailey, the other one is Mason Mount. I know Mount plays Leeds at home this week. I'm sorry, not Leeds, Leicester, and they look very bad defensively, but I will still transfer him out because I watched the game against Leeds and he didn't really do anything in that game, not even a dangerous pass or a cross or a chance for a goal, or anything like that. So I really can't be bothered with him anymore. If he scores in this game, great. If he scores in this game, great as well for him, but it's time to move on from my team. Now I have 12.8 million in my bank, and the first player I'm gonna add is a player I wanted to get in my team last week, but I couldn't without a hit, and that will be Pascal Gross. He's 5.7 now. He had an assist last game, and I expect him to get at least 2 or 3 returns in these upcoming game weeks. So I will have him in my team most likely for game week 4. And for the second position, I have 7.1 in the bank. So Rodrigo is the obvious choice, but like I already said, I believe I missed his points. I believe I'm too late to the party, so I would rather not join it at all. I won't be getting him in, even though these fixtures are good. Well, Breton away isn't a 2 in my opinion. This isn't an easy fixture, but after that they are good. But I will stay away from him. There are a couple of other, like I said, Saint Maximum. The reason I won't get him is because of the 2 away fixtures. So forwards, I can't really get them in without a hit. So unfortunately, even though I like all 3 of them, if I don't wildcard, I can't get them in my team at the moment. So the player I am looking at and I will most likely get in is Wilfried Zaha. I know he plays City away this week, so I don't expect him to get a return, but honestly, if he doesn't, then I expect to get a double clean sheet, and because he's the talisman of Crystal Palace, everything goes through him. So if he doesn't have a good game, I expect the team won't really have a good game. So the fixtures after that, this game I believe he will get a couple of goals, so he will most likely be the player I will get. Now if in the next coming days I get priced out, so I don't think these 2 players will rise again. Zaha already rose 0.1. Gross, I don't think he will rise for another 0.1, but if Mason Mount goes down to 7.8 for example, or something like that, and I can't get these 2 in my team, then most likely what I will do is I won't get Zaha, I will just get Saint Maximum instead, and I will have some money in the bank for game week 5. That's pretty much it. That's my plan. I won't make the transfers right now because I'm waiting for team news from the coaches for they should be in tomorrow and Friday. So I will leave it like this for now, but these two are most likely the transfers I will do. And just before we end, two more informations that I heard today. So one thing is Emerson, I believe his name is Emerson Royal. No, it's Emerson dos Santos, yes, from Chelsea. So he's 4 million, and today he signed for West Ham. And from what I read today, a lot of West Ham fans believe that he will replace Cresswell in the first team very quickly. So Cresswell is apparently 33 and he isn't really playing that well, so people say that Emerson will start. So definitely another player to add to the watch list, and if he starts games then he should be in all of our teams pretty much. A 4 million playing defender for West Ham is a great pick. Another player that I read today, oh, he isn't here actually. Another player I read today will join Newcastle is Alexander Isaac. He's a player that plays in La Liga at the moment. He's from Sweden. He's a striker, so he could possibly change the dynamic of the Newcastle team. So I'm not sure how that will impact someone like Callum Wilson. Maybe they will play together up front. Maybe Newcastle will change their tactics, or maybe he will have to compete with Wilson for that position. So it remains to be seen in the upcoming game weeks. And that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. So Gross and Zaha will most likely be in my team for game week 4. And the captain, actually I didn't talk about that. The captain this week will be Salah again. Jesus and Haaland could potentially be great options also, but I just feel it's time for Liverpool to start proving to people that they are still a good team, that they are here to compete for the league. And I think this is the perfect game for them to do so. So Salah will definitely be my captain for this week, and on paper the teams look great. Pretty much all the players apart from Zaha will play home for me this week, so I am hoping for a better game week than last week, but it remains to be seen. So yeah, that's all. Thank you all for watching. Good luck in the upcoming game week, and I will see you all for the team selection for game week 5. Peace.